So I noticed this community is, I would say it's a middle-end community, right? It's not necessarily a high-end neighborhood. It's, in my opinion, a mid-range. As you can see, some of these houses are 2 to 3 bedrooms. And again, this is unincorporated Seminole. We are right next to a place called the Seminole Lake. And again, it's just giving you an introduction to how do we pick these houses, where do we want to look for them. So unincorporated Seminole, you can do short-term rental, mid-term rentals, and at this point we're looking for a house that could potentially be a good value at home to it. If we can add some value to one of these properties, is what we're looking for. So usually when you have a home that comes up in our Florida market and it's really, really good, all the what is it called, all the the investors, they all come out. And I just realized, just a brief intermission, this house is for sale, and I've been reaching out to this gentleman all day long to see if I can view this house. I've sent them text messages, I've called the phone, I've reached out to the owners. Unshowable. And that's the thing, guys, if you're looking to sell a house in the Pinellas County, you want to pick an agent that will answer the phone. You want to pick an agent that will do their very best to get it sold, right? And that sometimes requires a lot of communication. Oops, I'm sorry, I have a group of drivers out here in front of me. But anyways, we go back to our neighborhood right here. Let me just make sure that we get a good angle. We're not gonna get in any trouble here. But look, we got another home for sale. And this one might actually be more of what we're looking for. So how about we take a look at this first? I know my investor, you know who you are. You've been looking for a house. You told me you wanted a house pretty much to build up from the ground. And I think this is the closest that I found. So let's go ahead and take a look at this and make sure that we're getting the right audio. I'm just gonna dump the car out here. Let me just at least close the door. Make sure I have the keys. So this is an option, right? And it's just bare bones house. There's a home next to it that's gonna need at least to have a privacy fence. And then we have not much of an appointment, folks. Just come in and show. We got the slab, we got the location. It's unincorporated, but as you can see, it's pretty much a tear down. I'm not sure how much of this can be recycled. Trust me, I am not walking in here. I'm not gonna breathe this air. You gotta be really careful whenever you walk these homes, because sometimes there's rusty nails outside. Sometimes there's roof nails outside. It seems that there must have been a fire damage in this property, which is very sad. It seems to have some plumbing right here, which I'm guessing this was the sink and kitchen right here, and a bathroom window, kitchen window. That's kind of where I'm guessing. Door, living room, entrance of the house, maybe a bedroom connected to the one-car garage. This is the one-car garage, so you come in through there, you leave your car here, and you walk up. Plumbing. It's kind of becoming an interesting video since we're now looking at a house that's completely tore down. Ooh. Well, this might be more of what you're looking for. Who knows? This might be too much of a large project. And we don't have a private pool. So one of the things that I like to do is to look for houses that have private pools. Usually they, putting in a pool in the Pinellas County will cost you, $60,000, $70,000 to start with. And it also takes between 6 to 9 months. I've heard people that it takes 2 years. So that's not something I'm willing to do. I rather look for houses that have a pool, and then I just need to redo them or just work on them. So the one that we're gonna go look at is that scenario. It has that case where we are just going to make sure that it has the bones, the meat and bones, and then if that does work, then we'll go ahead and consider maybe an after repair value, maybe cash refinance, at the end of the repair. Either way, let's go ahead and take a look. I was just working with my car here. All right, let's get back in on the road. Ugh. Okay, let me get my seatbelt on, and we are ready to go. Rock and roll. All right. Let's continue checking out the neighborhood. So as you can see, it's not, I'll be honest with you. I didn't know if Seminole had areas that are this rough. I'll be quite honest with you. I am seeing a lot of roughness in this neighborhood area. And I've actually, most of the Seminole I know, especially when you get really close to the water, is absolutely different. The funniest thing is that this is Bartmore, the Bartmore community. And right next to us, there's a golf course. And the houses there are $2, $3 million, $4 million. And it's right down the street. And in front of Missouri, right colliding with the East Lake, or Seminole Lake, we have houses that start at $1 million as well. We actually have a massive mansion Airbnb in that community. So this is one of those areas of Seminole where I definitely will have to consider comparables to make sure that we're not getting ourselves into a neighborhood that doesn't have that much growth in it, right? So let me go ahead and try to locate the house over again. I think I've gotten lost, and show you the community while we do that. Okay, I believe this is a school. Not sure if this is a high or middle school. All right. And I do believe that the house was right here on our right. So that is actually a really good thing to have the Seminole school. The Seminole school system is very popular here. That's one of the things that people have really, they always have good things to say about the school system here in the Seminole area. All right. And I think I make a left here. Is a dead-end community. This gentleman. Okay. All right. So that's it, folks. Towards the end of the unit, towards the end of the community. Let me just kind of come out here. It's that last house at the end. So again, just to get a better view of what the type of homes are as you get close to it. And then we have this massive home here at the end, which is, again, I believe they have an in-law suite that they added to it. We're just about to take a look, so let me go ahead and park the car. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this property. I need to go back on my notes and check out the code. In fact, I think I memorized it. So I'm actually gonna keep this video rolling. It's gonna be somewhat of a long video walkthrough. And all right, so that is the in-law suite right there. Come on. They have this going on right here. That is funny. And the garage, this house, we had to come and look at it. Okay, so coming into the house. This house is gonna need complete remodel, and it looks like we may not have any power either. Okay, you come in. Yes, we do have some power. Come in, you have the kitchen right away in the living room. I do like the fact that you open the door and immediately you can see the pool. So I'm gonna zoom in, and that way it kind of clears up the pool and sort of what the view is of what I'm looking at. And I like that you can open up these blinds and get all the light in. So definitely this house will need resurfacing, make it all, get rid of that texture, repaint, and obviously the boards, baseboards, and of course a new floor, at least on this side of the house. And we are going to take a look at the kitchen counters. These counters are okay, they look okay, but obviously these appliances might need to go. And I believe, I'm pretty sure that this wood is probably not in the best state. So we might want to just go ahead and get rid of that altogether, or just paint over it. But again, that's why I'm kind of going deep. When it's an old wood like this, you know, I may just want to redo it, you know, or repaint it. This already comes with the rotating thingy, so that these might be keep. These might be keep. Actually, the kitchen's not so bad now that I look at it. It might just be a matter of changing that dishwasher, installing a better microwave, and maybe repainting, right? And then there's an elevation change right here. So I have a laundry room here, and I have access to the master room back here. Living room, as you can see, it's quite spacious. This feels nice, I'll be honest with you. And then we have some glass out here. So I do like the fact that we have pretty solid glass. I'll show you the exterior in just a moment. It is exciting, I'll be honest, it looks nice outside. It's a nice looking pool. Look at this. Nice bean shaped pool. And the thing with this home is that it comes with an incredible amount of space. I'm not gonna mess with that one. It comes with this is an 11,000 square feet home. Lot. So this could very well be separated and made into an office or a bedroom. 1, 2, and again, you know, now that I think about it, we can have parents here and the babies there, or, you know, little children there on that side. 1 bathroom. Definitely I would change the vanity, install a smart mirror. And again, folks, just furnishing a home like this will cost you about $20,000 to $30,000. And I recently got off a phone with I recently had a conversation with one of my investors, and they have been able to get so many bookings with this new strategy. They make their house fully smart. Everything smart. Everything in the kitchen smart, everything in your bathroom smart, and I'm talking about blow your mind smart. And these things have been producing way better results in a lot of these homes in different states as well. Just kind of bringing up the edge. Now we have popcorn ceilings that needs to be removed, and we want to install new ceiling fans, and again, new floors in this room. So all of this will have to be treated. The windows are decent. I think the windows are okay. We got a bathroom here. Forgive me, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the lights on, and this will also require a little bit of an upgrade, better shower head, different painting. And it seems like they do have a counter with some backsplash, but look, this is terrible. And sorry, I don't mean to be rude to anybody or any client, anybody who owns the owner of the house, but this wouldn't pass. This is not in my Airbnb standards, this type of wood. And again, you also want to have a new vanity. Just ump the level of this unit is what I mean. So that's sort of like the master room. And we have another room out here. Yes, these rooms are small. You know, that was one of the things that we pointed out. I definitely see that you could have 2 singles or a queen in here, definitely a queen. So that could be queen, and then you have another room. But yes, this one is even smaller, folks. So it's something that will really have to be addressed. Just even considering here how I will fit a bed. You know, I'm thinking this is gonna be a difficult room to fit in, you know, with this wall in the center. Now this can go. See, this can go right here, and you could even get rid of this closet, expand the bedroom, you know, get rid of this. And then, of course, if you do that, right, I can see the addition. So you open up a door here, and it will be a massive room. So that's one way to do it. But definitely, I can see that this area right here, these partitions were made. So they broke the house down like this intentionally. There's no way to open this here, so I don't know what is behind this door. Okay. All right, and then let me just make sure that I show you this whole area of this house. Let's make sure I go here, laundry room. And since we're here, let's go ahead and take a look at the exterior. But that's what they mean by the family room. So the city will want to come here. They're going to ask you how much square foot do you have? How much square footage do you have? And based on that square footage, they'll also set a maximum for your Airbnb. Right now, I think the overall maximum is 12. And when you have an extended area or a second, like an in-law suite, then that also adds up to another 8, 9 people. So we have some houses that do 23 guests in total. But for those, you also want to have a lot of separation from neighbors. That way, there's no complaints. But look at how much vegetation is back here. One thing that I'm liking about this home is the amount of space back here, that's for sure. So when it comes to Airbnb, if we're able to convert all of this into a usable area, if we're able to make this an actual enjoyable location, then this is sort of what guests are looking for. We have some units that don't necessarily have the amenities on the outside, and it just makes it so much more difficult. But we're definitely going to go ahead and finish this show in here. And we got some neighbors here on the side. They're a little bit loud, so. Okay, so we got neighbors here in the back. They're sort of loud. So that's, those are the things that I'm always checking on to make sure that, if you have guests out here and if you have neighbors on the other side that are constantly outside, then that might be an issue. So I would like to make sure that it won't be, you have something to work on here. Lots of space back here. It's a massive house, to be honest with you. Look at this size. It's a pretty big house. We haven't even seen the other half. It comes with this jacuzzi, but the state of the jacuzzi is, not desirable. So this whole thing may have to go unless we can update it and make it look better. And I got the pool here. Seeing the regular amount of cracks that I normally see in these pools. Whoops. Calm down. You see that there's some cracks here. That's very normal. They're not cracks that I will be concerned about, but definitely when I buy home with a pool, I like to perform an inspection, a pool inspection sometimes to make sure what I'm getting into. And this could be stain or it could be a matter of needing resurfacing. So we just want to make sure that it doesn't require to be resurfaced. I'll be honest, the rest of the surface looks nice, looks decent. There's just a lot of vegetation that has fallen into it and might be staining the water. But I do like the fact that it's a sports pool. So when you get there on that side of the pool, it goes a lot deeper than it is out here. And again, just the size, the space, the amount of area, room that you get with a house like this. So this right here is perfect. This right here is perfect. Obviously, it needs to work. It needs to be treated. It needs to be converted. But having the space, having the privacy, having the pool. And I repeat, we have homes that have incredible backyards, but if you have an incredible backyard with 2 long chairs on it, maybe just chairs and a fire pit, doesn't work. Just a barbecue. Nowadays, you want to have a heated pool. You want to have some heating elements around the house, around the exterior. You want to have some games outside. You have to make it very exciting for people who want to book your place, people that want to enjoy the outside of your home. So let's go ahead and walk back. But yes, overall, I think this pool looks nice. I would like to see it after it's cleaned and see how that looks. I did not see any major cracks, any massive cracks. I just see the normal cracks like this. It's very common to see. And again, this house is sort of like in a corner lot. I mean, honestly, when I sit here and I look side to side, it's a huge difference. Now, I do not know what is going on this other side, but there's a lot of chatter coming from that side of the house. So, just want to make sure that this is not going to be one of those houses where the guests are going to say, yeah, we just heard the neighbors all day long back in the day. Maybe they're just doing some work, but I can see that they've got a ladder out there right now. Okay, so we're going to take a look at this side of the house now, the mother-in-law suite. I got 2 keys, so I'm assuming that this is one of the keys that goes back here. Let's go ahead and take a look. But again, you want to change all the doors in this house. You want to change all pretty much the surface. You want to repaint the exterior. There's a lot of work to do in this home. And when you're done with this house, the question is, do we get to sell it for a good price? Will we be able to ask a good chunk of money out of a house like this? Good glass, that's great. I think that if we acquire this house at the right price, this could potentially play a big role as a nice Airbnb. Now this area looks a lot smaller in the pictures, and it's not. Just to give you an idea, look how long this is. I can't touch that wall. Okay, so this is a storage unit and access to the attic. Has the water heater and so this is pretty much the end of the garage, right? This is the end of the garage, and as you can see, they did a lot of adding up walls to the house. So like, you know, all right, let's see what we got here on this side, the entrance of the garage. I don't think I have any light here, folks. Okay. And I'll be quite honest, there's more roof up there, so it seems like there's space. I'll have to figure that out. This is a very interesting layout, I'll be honest with you. Okay, so there's no access here. That's the AC that we saw on the outside. This is a large in-law suite again, so you could definitely have another family out here. And this side has 2 bathrooms. I think this is the door that I was just trying to open from the outside. That is correct. Let's just leave this open. So, bathroom. So in a house like this, you know, since they've already done so much work in it, I will be more concerned about the permitting on this house. A large closet. You don't need this closet. For Airbnb, especially for the space, you won't need this closet. So, all right, and then we have this really strange looking bathroom. That's why I was saying it was strange, because you have to sit here, and it's like you're almost right against the wall. And you have this walk-in shower and a tub, and it's like they've already added some decent materials, but I am just not happy with the finishes. I'm not really happy with the way it came off. And then you have a double shower head here. So this is cool, you know, for 2 people to take a shower at once, I guess. But yeah, definitely it's a place that we would like to make sure that we have the permitting, that maybe we have some plans as to, you know, how to go about this house, because there will be a lot of things to fix, to go about, to work on. See this? All right, but now you got it. Now you get the idea of how this house flows. You come in here and there's a garage separating the house, and then they have this massive in-law suite, which they've divided and made 2 bathrooms and a large closet back there. All right, then we have that access to the garage, gets back to the kitchen, which is a shared kitchen, and there we go. This is what I was like, okay. So there's actually some space in the house that I still have not been able to access, and I don't know what is up with that. But when you open this, there is some sort of, hold on, wait a second. Yeah, this is not coming up. So I'm not sure how this works, folks, but I believe there's another space in this area. And we have this roof up here, sort of like receiving roof area. So you can see. Big home, big house for sure. Lots of space and lots to do to it. Lots to do to it. And if you were to come in and fix all these things and make it a lot nicer, could you potentially get the money out of it? That, I would say, is the question that we then have to go and answer. And again, I've looked at this neighborhood comparable. Some houses have sold for up to $900,000, but I believe that must have been in some more specific areas. So could be a good one to convert into an Airbnb. I will tell you that, because this neighborhood might not have anything to say about that. You know, you have plenty of space, plenty of parking space. And if you make this a rental, obviously you do have the house over here and you have this house. But if they keep it quiet, if they keep it nice, we could potentially make this house a money-making machine with so much space. And then eventually you get your equity out of it. All right, let me make sure that I leave the Airbnb income, AirDNA income here below. And if you have any questions, make sure that you reach out. This is somewhat of a tour of how it works when you want to buy a house and you're using me as a real estate agent. The first step that we do is an analysis from home. And then after that, we like to start checking out houses. And I will come out to these homes and make a video for you and go from there. All right? God bless you and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.